Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Easy. On the move. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill. And the defense wasn't able to get it done.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. The running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll try the run. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Trucks through the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Toner. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that
they will score! Touchdown, NC State! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The offense set for a 1st down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And the throw to the sideline is complete for what would be enough for the 1st down. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Caught behind the line. It's Daniel. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll run the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And the Panthers get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Complete out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Pitt looking to move the chains on fourth down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
On the set.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider. Tuna.
He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Tripped up for the tackle.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Okay, ready?
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Clear. Clear. Convoy.
With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 10. Oh, look out. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll go to the ground. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to run it to the right. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Pitt. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hobbs.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After running Run, now throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. 60 minutes of football and a
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't...
Gonna let it fly. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The option look. Now the toss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He's got it. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Toner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Toner. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
42 Spiders. 4-2
From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Balkinson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Pitt pushing the pace. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He's going to take off. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Western Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Toner. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and then that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Pitt. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, theirs being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Now on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He's got him wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The field... Bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniel. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Okay, ready?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the back. Sweet feet on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field. Because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Belly stunner. Jackrabbit.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Pitt right back to the line.
Razor.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Pound 55 weak.
On third down, going up top. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, NC State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing set.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, as soon as the quarterback got flushed out of the pocket, all of a sudden the rhythm was gone. And you could see that on the throw. Didn't have his feet quite set, and as a result, it sails out of bounds incomplete.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! A quick Quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Pitt pushing the pace. Back to the quarterback. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting...
Going over the top. He's got it on the right. Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
29 Philly.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Let him bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. He's going to run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Pitt right back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
It's a reverse. At the 35, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Keeps looking downfield. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Able to get one down to the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Toner. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to punch it in. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the...
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Here's a throw downfield late. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching...
Running toward the tape. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in his season opener. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's going to pass on second down. Going to take a shot. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Pitt pushing the pace. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. First and goal for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
Green 25.
Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.